G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. We are back on Parima 2, because we started a survey for this planet, but then we never completed it. And yeah, I'm sort of just looking around, because this planet is a little bit concerning. Plenty of terramorphs around, so we've got to be extra careful. Now, we did have some luck in the previous episode because we managed to find one of the aliens to scan, and we've also finally sort of determined what is the last thing that needs to be scanned, and it's those little snail things that are actually quite hard to find. So hopefully we'll find a few more in the area, and then we'll be able to go on our merry way and continue with various quest lines. But anyway, in the previous episode, it was actually kind of an interesting one because we had the Memorial Day for Barrett, and it was quite a good memorial actually. So definitely honored our old friend there, said our final goodbyes. Speaking of Barrett, there is the matter of picking up all of the things that he's left behind, and I believe we have a quest line for that, so we might actually look into that a little bit later. But firstly, let's just focus on trying to scan these little snail looking things. Just need one more, I reckon, and we should be done. Okay. Normally they're in groups of at least 2, but that one was on its own for some reason. Yeah, as I said before, guys, this place is crawling with terramorphs. Not keen on picking up some terramorphs along our way. The screen seems to be shaking every now and then. I'm still not entirely sure what is up with that, but that's our last snail. And that completes our entire survey of Parima. Sorry, I keep calling this place Parima. No, Parima 2. I even called it Parima 2 when we started the episode. Apologies, guys. So I think that is now completed and off of our list of to-dos, which is good. We could pick up some more survey tasks at this point, but I might not bother just yet. I am thinking we should try and pick up Barrett's stuff. So companions' belongings, retrieve Barrett's belongings, so we'll do that. And then I reckon we'll also spend a little bit of time trying to fetch another power. So the next one on the list is Tau Ceti 8B. So we'll definitely go there and see if we can find it without too much of an issue. Let's actually jump to our ship. Actually, maybe we don't even need to jump to the ship. Maybe the best thing to do is to actually fast travel from here straight to the lodge. That should save us a little bit of time. Alright. So I'm not entirely sure where Barrett's belongings may be. In the lodge itself, that is. Somewhere down here, apparently. And I recall that Andrasia also wants to have a chat with us. So let's grab all of this. Modified Beowulf. Sure, let's take it. We can always sell it. So there's Barrett's outfit, though. We'll just maybe take everything, and when we get back to the ship, obviously we can dump all of the resources at the very least over there. Alright, yeah, our ship is just over there. Should be able to get to it from here pretty easily, which is nice. And yeah, I guess we also need to sort of decide what we want to do after we finish picking up another power. And I'm thinking of just going through our task list once more. Tempting to go back to the Crimson Fleet activity, but I think maybe we'll put that on ice for a little bit and perhaps continue on with friends like these, because we do have the data. They're expecting us. We've got both of the codes and the data from or actually no, we used both of the codes from the Freestar and the Varun. We have the Xeno Warfare data, we just need to return it. So let's just quickly take a look at our equipment for a second here. Well, not really our equipment, our inventory, because I'm curious about Barrett's outfit. Oh, okay, right. I thought it looked a little bit different, but maybe it does look like that. I don't really know if I like Barrett's outfit that much. I mean, it's certainly unique. So, at the very least, we're going to keep Barrett's outfit with us. Why is there nothing in the captain's locker? Okay, that is very strange. Very strange indeed. Have we got all of the apparel in here? Maybe we do. Yeah, that's very, very weird. Well, I'm gonna try and grab as many of the outfits as possible and put it in the locker here, because that's what I like to do. I like to keep them here in the locker. Perhaps maybe we made some kind of a mistake the previous episode and chucked everything in cargo instead. So let's chuck that there. Corpo Sleek suit. This is probably the better looking suit than the other one that we have. It gives us less persuasion chance though. Alright, so let's tuck that away. I like the, what is this? SY920, like, security uniform. So I'm actually going to keep that and equip it for now. And we'll chuck most of this other stuff away. The nightwear. I don't know about the nightwear, guys. I might actually sell this off. Okay. Cool. I'm surprised that we could fit so much in here, actually. I thought we would hit a limit, but anyway. And yeah, let's go ahead and throw in all of the resources that we have from Barrett. Throw all of that in there. And yeah, we should be pretty good. 142. I think we got a few weapons and stuff like that that we probably need to sell. We'll do that later. For now, let's get ourselves to the next world that's going to have a new power waiting for us.
Dust off complete. Hell of a view from here.
Okay, so let's take a look at where we need to go. Yes. There's a matter of gathering potatoes. I'll forget about that. I'll try and maybe visit some traders and stuff and see if we can gather up some potatoes. Power from beyond. Follow the distortions on Tau City 8B. So let's actually set a course. Why can't I set a course for this place? That's strange. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's really weird. Set a course to Tau Ceti 8B. Yes, we shall. And we should be able to jump there. Very nice. Probably got a little bit too much power in our grav drives right now.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the
Gonna
right place.
push some of that into engines. And yeah, let's land and see if we can make our way. There's a few interesting points of, well, interesting points of interest. We should land in maybe a couple of those places. I think I've been not really great at landing on parts of the planet where there's actually something to do. And I should actually go around different systems and, you know, look at the planets and see if there are any bases and stuff that we can land on. And perhaps maybe pick up random quests as a result of doing that. What the hell is that? Do you see that off in the distance? Oh my god, actually there's quite a lot of them. As there are dinosaurs on this planet. Very interesting indeed. We'll see how we go with scanning the place as well, because yeah, actually there's a lot of stuff to scan here. I don't know if I really want to do another whole sort of scanning activity. We might leave all of the scanning. I mean, we'll scan a few bits and pieces as we go along, but I'm not going to completely scan the entire place. This thing is called a cage brain. Yeah, well, appropriately named. But yeah, we'll see what we can do just along the way. And I'm sort of more keen on scanning the planet in its entirety when we actually have a task to do so. And, you know, by the time we come back with the task in tow, we might actually have you know, an easier time trying to scan the entire planet by then. And since we're not doing the whole Crimson Fleet thing right now, maybe it's a good idea to switch to a different spacesuit. Tantalum. So, hang on. What does this planet have? Argon, aluminium, chlorine, water. Okay. That's some decent stuff. I don't know how often you need all of it. There's the temple over there. Yeah, this is actually kind of an interesting planet, isn't it? Might not be a bad place for like a permanent home. If you don't mind all of the dinosaurs roaming about. I call them dinosaurs, I mean they're aliens. But they look like dinosaurs, so... Alright, trying to find an entrance. I can't remember what the name of the temple is, which just appeared. Temple Phi or something like that? Phi? Maybe over here? Looks like it. Okay. Let's do our thing here. Okay, I am not doing very well at all. Seriously, that was not fast enough? There we go. Alright. I do wonder what kind of power we're actually going to get, so hopefully it's something quite useful. Let's take a look at that power. So Alien reanimation. Alien reanimation. Life gift of the cosmos granted once more to a fallen alien beast, so that it may serve thankfully. Okay, so I guess we're going to be able to like revive aliens around us once they're dead, and maybe they'll fight for us? Do we have any aliens in the area that we can do that with right now? Maybe not. Let's just switch to solar flare. That should give us a little bit of a hand here. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Not a problem at all. Alright. Well, I think that's that for the power on this planet. I am curious about using this power though, so why don't we just test it out. So I gotta find something that's already dead though. hunting cricket. Oh my god! Yep, those things are terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good times. Good times. There we go. Man, this thing is terrifying. And it's just following us around. Okay. Just in case you guys are not having any nightmares tonight, you might. Now that we've seen one of these things. So are these things just gonna like fight anything and everything? Oh, okay, and it's dead. I guess it doesn't really last very long. Alright, we're in hunting cricket territory. I could scan all of them, but you know what? As I said before, we're not going to do that right this moment, because I think we're okay for scanning activities for this planet. And yeah, we're going to have to sort of think about what to do next. Before we get going though, I want to see if I can just quickly seek out Andrasia. If I'm not mistaken, she is on the ship. And she did say that she wanted to sort of have a chat. Problem with doing this is oftentimes you can never really find the person that you're looking for. Yeah, okay. Maybe we won't worry about that right now. I'm just gonna take a look at the crew for the ship. Yeah, it does say that she is on the ship, so I'll see if we can fetch her at some point. Get her to tag along with us. But for now, let's actually decide on another activity. We could continue friends like these, but I'm sort of thinking maybe we'll go through our activity list instead. Oh, actually, it does say talk with Andrasia here. Why not? Why not? I mean, that should point us in the direction of Andrasia. Ah, right, so she's above us. I don't know why she's there, because that's technically the captain's quarters, right? Like, that's our room. How dare she? Look, let's just climb.
Ah, hello.
A hello to you
I
too.
wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
Yeah, it's certainly not like anything I've done before.
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Oh, okay. I wonder if she's thinking of leaving. If you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't?
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but Everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
I'm sure you did what you had to.
Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Don't worry so much about what other people think of you.
It is strange. I admit it has never been an issue before now. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
I don't think what you're saying is childish.
Thank you. That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence.
It wasn't a big deal.
It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Alright, very good. There we go. Just a little bit of a chat there. We could check in with the Ilios retreat staff, actually. That might not be a bad idea. We can get potatoes there, too. Alright. That's where the Constance is. We've got the rented room, which I think it just means that we get to revisit it, maybe. Running the Red Mile again. Apparently Bog might have something for us, so if we wanted to do something with him, maybe a side quest, we perhaps should be doing that before completing Burden of Proof or any other Crimson Fleet activity for that matter. So we'll do that, but not right away. So here, there's a few sort of interesting things that are, well, we don't exactly have an explanation for any of this, but we apparently need to talk to Frank Rennick. So where is that happening? In Neon. Sure, let's head there. Actually, come to think of it, we did have the opportunity on our ship to just quickly change into some better gear, but that's alright. We'll get to that. Ooh, okay. Have we been in this store before? I can't recall.
Looking to blow a hole in something? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
What are you afraid I'm gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Neon far too long to take any chances.
I don't want any trouble.
Good. Then just buy what you want and get out of here. If you don't like it, Talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department.
Who's Styx?
See that giant Model A right over there? Yeah, that's Styx. And if I were you, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has a very short temper.
A robot can't handle complaints.
Hey, he can handle millions of calculations per second. A few complaints would be child's play for him. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal.
Why do people give you a hard time about having Styx around?
I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am.
I know it's none of my business, but what happened to your eye?
It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash.
How'd you and Styx end up together?
I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running.
I could track the person down who defaced Styx, if you like.
You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you.
Why would someone spray your robot with graffiti?
Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not the most popular guy on the block, and that suits me fine. But this person took it too far, made it personal. I'm not about to let some delinquent hassle the only friend that I have.
I could pay for the paint removal if you want.
I appreciate the offer, but it isn't about the money. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx.
Speak to Warlord or kill Warlord. Okay. Why is Warlord targeting you?
Warlord's one of the disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for.
Alright. Well, it's pretty clear what we need to do. Let's take a look at what you're selling.
Help yourself.
Not exactly gonna be buying anything, but we are gonna be selling though. So let's take a look at what we can sell. Yeah. Assassin's refined rattler. So I guess this is, yeah, okay, it's suppressed. Might be interesting, though, I don't know. Rattler, it was decent at the beginning of the game, but not exactly my style. Ah yes, we are carrying this arc welder. Don't need that anymore. This was what Barrett was using. Don't think we need that. A wakizashi, this is very cool. I kind of want to just keep it for having it. So we won't sell that. Throwables, okay. We only have grenades. Alright.
You know, Sticks, crime in this city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves, gangs.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
What don't you understand, Sticks? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once.
Welcome
Let's talk to
Tactical.
Let's talk to Styx for a little bit.
Security scan complete. Threat level maximum. Enjoy your stay.
Who spray painted your chassis?
I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat, for paint, and home decor. Please visit the appropriate vendor.
Okay. Not exactly programmed for some of these questions, I guess. That really sort of highlights how good Vasco is, because his programming is top-notch. What's your relationship with Rennick?
Frank Rennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection.
I'd like to file a complaint.
Affirmative. Your complaint is noted.
Are you programmed with a personality matrix?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I guess I'm just glad someone's listening to my feedback?
All complaints, feedback, and criticism of a verbal or written nature are noted by this unit. Only the contents of the message are ignored. Complaints of a violent nature, however, are met with lethal force.
Noted. Noted.
End query.
Sometimes, Sticks, I wonder how things would have been different if I took it.
Alright. Well, let's take a look at this task. I think we can probably complete it right now. So, bare metal. Gonna speak to this warlord, and we're gonna very, very sternly convince him to not bother Rennick and Neon Tactical anymore. We'll probably get sourced before we need to speak to him. Alternatively, we can just put him down. Preferably, though, we'll do this peacefully. I haven't actually gone into intimidation, though. And I wonder if this is probably a thing that calls for intimidation.
Bet I can't squeeze any of
Maybe.
I passed by the store today, boss. Your tag's still on it.
Yeah, and it's gonna stay that way. If that old Cyclops knows what's good for him.
Sure. Thanks, Micah. Now keep them coming. It's
I'm
been
an
a rough
artist.
day.
If you want, I can turn your ribcage into a knife
You
rack.
try anything, you're dead.
The members lounge.
Interesting getup they have. I wonder if we could get like one of their uniforms. But anyway,
You like art?
Please let me know if
actually let's exit out of this. I forget that we need to take a swig of something. Oh yes, there's all of this stuff that we should be putting into storage. Let us take some Chandra Port, I think. That's sort of our last one, isn't it? So actually, we do have a few Chandras here. Let's take the Chardonnay. 12% persuasion. Let's
You
do it.
like art?
I don't know, but I know what I like.
Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon Tactical and check out the robot. It's my best work.
You consider yourself an artist?
Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint.
Why do you hang out here?
Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due.
Are you in a gang?
Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them.
Nah, never heard of him. Frank Rennick wants retribution for what you did to Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
Did Styx really kill members of your crew?
We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
So, you admit to the crime?
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
I'll get back to you. You're going to pay for the damages, my friend.
And what makes you think I will?
You got the strikers to worry about. Don't waste time with Rennick.
True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts.
Rennick's not all there in the head. Do you really want him as an enemy?
Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do.
And, you know, this needs to end. Haven't you lost enough of your crew?
Yeah, maybe. Fighting that old man is one thing, but that Model A is another story. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even.
Warlord's credits. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, beat it.
Alright. I would have loved to just take out our gun and just, like, put a few bullets in the guy, to be honest, but I don't know if I really want to cause a massive panic and probably also get, like, some kind of a bounty as well.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up. I'm hanging in there.
Alright, let's give him the good news. Warlord's not gonna bother you anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
He agreed to stop. There's no point kicking someone when they're down.
No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Kazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get her either. Not at first. But then I realized she wasn't a miner. She was a gold digger. How did I know? 'Cause all she ever wanted was mine. Get it? Yeah, you get it, Styx. You're laughing under that thing, I can tell.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Okay, that was pretty horrible. And yes, he needs help. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's go through our list once more. We do have Sergeant Yumi. Now this is an interesting one because I feel like every time I try to speak to Sergeant Yumi, we don't seem to get anything. So I'll try once more because we do have it in our activities list, so I'm curious to see if we can actually continue on with our sort of security part-time work.
I used to be an actor.
So let's actually jump into the ship and we'll get up one sec and we'll change into some better gear.
So, Miss Stay Up Late.
Let's do spacesuits first. I think our bounty hunter spacesuit is still the best one. So let's grab that. Let's put that away. And then, yeah, let's put away the Mantis helmet and
Sitting under the covers?
also pick up a different helmet. So Vanguard space helmet is decent. Navigator space helmet is a little bit better, I think. The shock troop might actually have the best physical resistance. Still. Or we keep going with the repulsing Mantis space helmet. I don't know. I'm not a fan of how the Mantis space helmet looks like, to be honest, guys. I think this is probably what we're going to go with. The shock troop space helmet. Grants up to plus 100 energy resistance and physical resistance. To lower your health. 25 corrosive resistance. 10% chance to ignite nearby attackers. Interesting. Wonder if we could pick up a matching helmet for our actual spacesuit. I'm sure we can, but we just haven't seen one. Let's put that on. And okay, yeah, we've got the nightwear because we want to try and sell that.
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really.
I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the
Alright, back to New Atlantis. Let's see if Sergeant Yumi actually needs some work done. Why are we here? Okay. This is probably not exactly where we need to be. It'd be better if we were at the spaceport, to be honest. We could go there, right? That should speed up process of us getting to Sergeant Yumi. Again, I feel like the whole fast traveling thing has a mind of its own. And you can never really predict what's going to happen.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay, no bounty.
Alright, Sergeant Yumi.
Ah, crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. See you later.
Right, again, really weird, guys, but you know, the activity is still there, but he doesn't seem to be giving us anything else. So I don't know if that's bugged or if he's just constantly tagged, and perhaps maybe we have to progress the story a little bit more before we can actually do more with him. Anyway, there's another thing here where we need to speak to Rivka. There's an optional thing about showing Hurst's note to CDR Woodard. I have no idea what that's related to, but anyway. Let's speak with Rivka. Okay, right. In Sidonia. That's interesting. In fact, we haven't been to Sidonia in a very long time. So, yeah, it's not bad to revisit.
Heard you helped us book that Hank Ferraro guy.
Again, I have no idea why we're going to be speaking to this person, but hopefully we'll get a decent-sized side quest out of it. Maybe.
There's nothing like seeing old soul coming through the big window.
Joy Bryant.
A strong community is stronger than any higher power. Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
Oh, okay, so she's part of the House of Enlightenment. We do need to speak to one of the heads of the House of Enlightenment in New Atlantis to progress, I think, the main story. What kind of assistance do you offer?
We're here to serve the Sidonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another.
No, I think I don't need anything right now. Bye.
We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think?
I would say that both are right. It doesn't matter which or what inspires more good.
Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
You're welcome.
There are many stories and films.
Okay, and this
about
is Horace.
demons, ghosts,
I'm
and
gonna leave them to their thing, because I'm not exactly that interested in the House of Enlightenment, to be honest, but when we have to deal with them, we will. Okay, so it's taking us back to the central hub for whatever reason. Maybe this person's moving around? Possibly. Ah, okay, it's just down here. Yep. Isn't there something about, like, some like special mine or whatever, some kind of like hidden treasure that these guys are trying to look for? But anyway.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you.
Okay, her body language. Oh, I guess the body language of a lot of these people in general need a little bit of improving because, you know, like coughing like that, you would think that they would, like, you know, try to cover their mouths and stuff. Yeah, I mean, this game's not bad, but I feel like things are outdated in the way this game is designed. Who are you, and what do you do here?
We'll get to that. Will you listen to what I have to say first?
Hope you're okay. That cough doesn't sound too good at all.
It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at.
Any idea what's causing it?
No idea. Some sort of lung rot. Maybe from all the Martian dust that kicks up in here. Or it could be something worse.
I could offer some money to help.
It's not a matter of money. There's more to it than that. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything.
You definitely need to see an actual doctor. Your condition will get worse. You could die.
Really? That bad? Well, it's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him.
What did your father do to you that made you take such drastic measures?
After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped.
But if you don't get help for your illness, wouldn't that be worse?
It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite.
Okay, I feel like this is already answered, so I can pay your father a visit if you like.
Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think?
Anything else you can tell me about your father that might help?
He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try.
Sure, I'll do it. Just tell me where to find him.
It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say.
Red Harvest? But I feel like we've seen that, like, everywhere we go. Anyway, I mean, if he likes a bottle of Red Harvest whiskey, then we can get him his booze, that's fine. I don't know what the best way to find that is, but we'll figure it out. If I do this for you, can you promise whatever happened with him won't happen again?
As much as possible, yes. I intend to patch things up with him and work with him on our mutual issues. I believe with therapy we could repair our relationship, as damaged as it is. Or if you discover it is irreparable, at least you could put the fear of God in him, and that should deter him from taking further action.
Alright, I'll see what I can do to get you out of this mess.
Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey.
Oh, sweet.
He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
Broken Spear. Showhurst's notes to CDR Woodard. Okay, actually, no, that's not the right thing. We're doing this one. Runaway. Obtain Red Harvest Reserve Whiskey. Okay, actually, we have no option but to actually get the whiskey first. I guess that's our way in, really. So, I think the bar is actually here on Sidonia, right? So we'll definitely try to get that bottled whiskey and then continue this this quest line. Let me actually do that right now. I was going to end the episode, but I'm sort of curious to do that right this moment. There is one other thing that I do want to do, because we haven't done this in a while, but there is a matter of doing a little bit more shipbuilding. We've definitely got the money for it, and we've also improved our ship design capabilities quite a few episodes ago, actually. So I'm sort of curious to play around with some new ship parts. Level B parts, I believe we should be able
People always ask me what I think about mining.
to use right now.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist.
I hear you're the man to see about Red Harvest Reserve Whiskey.
I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. The last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. He paid up.
God damn it. Alright. Look, it's important. I need it to save Rivka of Avadia's life.
Now you got my attention. This ought to be good.
Please, think of Rivka.
I do have a soft spot for that girl.
Rivka's sick. I need this to get her father before he tracks her down.
Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her?
I'm glad you're starting to come around.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
I know you'd like to help me if you could.
I hear you. Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Pay me that, and it's yours.
600 creds? Oh, that's nothing, but yes, very generous, I'll buy it.
I sure hope you're not pulling my leg about this whole thing, or else I just let all that money slip away. You better do justice for Rivka.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I wonder if the alternative to getting it from him is to actually go to the governor and actually buy it from the governor, and that could perhaps be a little bit more costly, or maybe we could have persuaded him to just let go of it. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, why didn't we go out? I guess maybe that guy already opened the door or something. Alright. Guys, so considering what I want to do with the ship, or ships that we have in storage, I think what we'll do is we'll maybe end the episode by going to New Atlantis, and I'm thinking of just revamping the frontier, to be honest. So when we do speak to the ship technician, we'll go back to the frontier and we'll actually just edit the frontier completely and see what we can do with any of the new parts that have unlocked. Again, this is not the place we want to be, which really frustrates me, actually. And this time around, oh, there it is. Yeah, let's just fast travel that way. Okay, we are exactly where we need to be. Azure 1 is still a very good looking ship. We might play around with Azure 1, maybe, maybe not. But I think I want to really revamp the frontier, because I guess with us being at New Atlantis, we are limited for parts as well, so it's not like we can use Stroud Eklund parts here. So we'll do what we can with the parts that are available in this particular city, and I think that's going to suit the frontier. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I would definitely appreciate a like down below. Aside from that, stay true. I hope you guys look forward to the next episode. Bye.